Hey gang, let's see. I realized that as I was writing up all my notes for the German turn, I'd taken some fairly extensive photographs, and I'd also done the same during the Soviet turn. But I really didn't make a lot of notes for the Soviets because I was fairly engrossed in trying not to screw up too bad. And I think we did okay. I did make one mistake in this area here, which I think, given the brightness of this light, you can't see very well. So and there goes my phone. Doggone it. All right. So this area here is where I made a little mistake, because these guys were put out of supply because of the 4th Panzer Group's push here and the inability to get to supply from this direction. So a lot of these forces here were put in out of supply state. So I started rolling for attrition and all the rest of it, and that's where I made my mistake, in that you can go for using a tree bark. A tree bark is a means of making tree bark soup for your troops. You have to be in heavy woods, which is here, and then 5 hexes from there you can, every unit can be in supply, and there's no limit to the number of units that can be supplied. It's a big forest. So we fixed that, put all those units back. Now the actual activity for the turn, there were a couple of interesting things that happened, and I might show you. Can you see there? You can't see there. A couple of interesting things happened. So let's take a look at them. It might just be, oops, might just be easier to zoom in, and see if I can zoom in where they are. Okay. Right there. Okay, those 2 DG'd stacks are actually the 6th Panzer and elements of 1st, I think that's all of 1st, yeah, and 1st Panzer. So what happened there was a mistake on the German part here. Because we did not aggressively enough attack or do nomadic, because we used, the Soviets used their strategic bombing capability, so these guys, and they have several of those. I'm trying to get you, I popped into focus, there we go. All right, those types of guys. So they did a all-out 2 attacks here and managed to DG both stacks. And the main reason why they managed to DG them is because the stacks are so freaking high. Each one of these units is equivalent to half a regimental equivalent. So by the time we add up all of these, for instance, if we add all these up here, there's 1 for the artillery, 2, 3, a truck doesn't count, 3, 4 for that. Yeah, see there's 5, maybe even 6 there. I stopped counting, they all popped together. So 6 oops, too many. You can start getting some column shifts to your advantage as the attacker for that. I'm not playing with the rules where if you're more than double or half or whatever it is away from the base, you take shifts to the left. And these are not strategic bombers, I don't believe, so we don't have any penalties for penalties back the other way against them. Anyway, look, the whole point is those 2 stacks are DG'd. So let's keep moving on. And then the other thing was really down the other end of the map more than anything else. And we'll have to have a look at that in a second. I'm just going to pause the camera for a second and focus for you. Right, so down this end of the map, the southern end of the map, the Soviets did a good job of recovering from being surrounded here. We had got 1 guy out of supply in the town there. and we managed to get a headquarters to be in range to throw for, see that headquarters in the background? The 7 rated guy, right there. He's throwing a supply because he's in trace from there, I believe. Got some other guys out of supply there, and there's a German unit surrounded. Where do you go? Right there. Yeah, that sucker's surrounded. So next turn is going to be a problem for the bad guys, for the Soviets. So we'll see how they handle that. And that's basically the turn. There's not a lot of reinforcements on the first turn, nor are there a significant amount of replacements that come on or that you have access to. I spent a fair bit of time in the backfield building some hedgehogs and other bits and pieces, mainly around Tula. So in fact, if we ding dong over to Tula down here, just right, no, it's right at the foot of the unit, of the base, right down there. We put some effort into hedgehogging and hedgehogging here as well. And those two areas I think are going to be key as the game progresses, allegedly. And we'll kind of go at it from there. We did the same thing kind of further over this direction as well. All right, so that's kind of the situation. There we go.